The next round is starting in 1 minute. Please head to your courts. The next round is starting in 10 seconds. Please get to your lines.
All right, and here we are, the second to final round of day one. We're watching a women's match. On the near end is Valkyrie out of Canada, specifically Ottawa, going up against Flex. I'm Ben Johnson alongside
Michael White.
So you know Flex.
I know Flex a bit.
Okay.
I'm familiar with Tiffany Paget. She's actually from my local community. She's been playing for a long time. One of the best arms in our region. I know Brianna London. She's been around since I've been playing back in the elite dodgeball days. One of the vets now. Very talented thrower. Knows how to move the ball. And I've actually recently become more familiar with one of the girls in the back line, Ali Whiscarando, I believe her name is. She's kind of one of the newer players to the scene, as I understand it. But she's kind of taken the scene by storm to some extent. Talented, versatile player, very survivable, seems to have a pretty good arm, knows how to get low and get under the ball for catches. It's very dynamic.
One of the fascinating parts of dodgeball, and I think you mentioned playing for 12 years, you can see suddenly a player can show up and then be like top 50 instantly, top 10 reasonably quickly.
Yep, it's
and
happening.
Yet, there can be long careers.
Yeah.
It's not just for the players to quickly emerge.
And we're seeing that spectrum on some of these teams. There's players, I think Jackie was out in some people's age. We got players over 40 years old, and then we've got players under 20.
Yeah.
It's wild. But you get the dynamic of both of those things on your team, and it can really kind of boost their overall effect, right? You got a young, talented corner, but you've also got a veteran that knows how to place and time a throw. That combination can be more valuable than anything. Maybe having two of the best, young players in the region, even.
Speaking of combination, too quickly out. Good opening rush there by Valkyrie. Noting that Veronica Baird in the middle there with the play call and Jessica Gray on the left wing.
Wow, yeah, they're coming out firing. That's two successful rushes they've had. And Jessica Gray, I believe, hit the first one.
Thanks. Solo throw.
That's Luann throwing from the middle. Another very good catcher.
Hard on target, looking like it just came in. Yep. So wearing Jessica Gray's jerseys, number 15, that's Betty Mack in the middle. The Mack attack, now 2v everybody.
Ooh,
Yvonne
big
Scher
play on the corner.
also wearing the gray jersey, so we have a gray army here.
Some quick decision making on the fly there to respond to the pressure off the back line from Valkyrie. That catch? We got one.
in, yep. And then the second one unsuccessful.
So this is Ali Whiscarando coming in off the catch.
The Whiz Kid.
I hope I'm saying that last name right. It's a new one for me.
Meanwhile, Wincy wearing the Doyle jersey. Doyle out of Ottawa on the team. She's MIA right now, so we've had to build the roster, it looks like, for Valkyrie. Ooh. Max sets and delivers.
Big commitment on that dodge. Maybe an accidental slip there, but we got a one-on-one to close the second game. Ooh, put some movement on that one.
Stays outside the player. Oh, and hits the retriever. Mac protects, right on target.
Aggressive play. Almost brought that back from a 2v5, I believe. I like to see that effort. They're very reactive and looking for any opportunity they could take, and they were successful in doing so.
1-1.
Let's see how this rush works again. Two successful rushes from Valkyrie. If they can stay ahead of it this time, Flex may have a better opportunity to win this game.
Expect Valkyrie to be on target when they throw. Baird protects, no throws at all.
Okay. I like
Really,
this.
you hyped it up, and then we were just all eyes on it.
A conscious shift. They're up 2-0 now. Maybe they're playing a little more defensively just to hold their lead.
It's back and forth, winger to winger, no damage. Wearing Cooper's number 2, also not into attendance, is Angelica Dale, a.k.a. Chili. Representing the east coast of Canada. Sniping on the shoes.
Yeah, very well placed ball right outside the ankle. She was the one that really had an influence over that last game, so that could be a critical out.
Now, those of you that have watched the thing in past years will remember the incredible plays of Keitha Cowie. Unfortunately, Cowie, number 24, is not there. It's Tara Flatt out of Manitoba.
Letting loose a little underhand there. I like to see that. I wish I could throw like that.
I think, especially if you get into like closer to year 20, you got to start working on that. Right?
Oh, I'm already working on it. I just can't throw like that.
Yeah. You got it. It's like the best thing to age into, I think.
For sure. It's a unique skill. It's so different from any other kind of throw.
Oh, powerful throw out of Mac.
Missile. Getting hype on the back line from the teammates.
Was that Padgett that got taken out?
Was it? It must have been. Second out.
London now on that right wing.
And don't underestimate Padgett. Padgett can catch. She's punished me several times over the years.
Amazing thing with Mac's throw, partly from her height, it's like a rising fastball.
Oh, yeah. That's something I've noticed with foam. Some players like to almost holster the ball towards their armpit. And so it's a very quick release. You wouldn't expect it. A lot of core drives that throw. And I imagine that's part of what she's doing.
6 minutes remaining.
I also find like some of those smaller frame players, they're so good at leveraging that hip to the shoulder and just that corkscrew and like release. Right?
Yep. And that's really kind of the key with foam, right, is to kind of harness your power quickly and effectively. Whether it's coming from your wrist or your core or your lead step, whatever you're doing, or even underhand, it's all about kind of making sure that you're releasing the ball in a quick motion so that you can really maximize the effect.
And another snap right on target, taking out Fox. Good throw by Scher. Gets a ball. Her fellow Calgarian teammate passing it to her.
Ooh, I like the no-look, right?
Ooh, yeah, open shoulder. That's an interesting, just to kind of release, and you don't have to throw hard if you catch people unawares.
Exactly, the unpredictability factor. Trying again.
High, low.
3 balls to play the counter still. Oh, she got 4. She got 1 more to throw.
Oh! Mac gives it everything, brings it in.
I think we're starting to see glimpses of our MVPs so far.
3 now. Okay, so we had so there was a score mistake there with the 1-1 before.
Yes,
like, okay,
we're back to 2 now, 3-0.
Yeah.
So Flex is pushing back. They're not playing poorly. It's just it seems that Valkyrie is getting ahead and able to leverage that to their advantage.
Big shot, better catch. There we are.
Let's go.
You're talking about it.
Luann getting low for that catch in the middle. That's definitely her game from what I've seen.
Sends it just wide of target. Baird at least getting out of the way. Burden of throw on Flex. There's a MVP.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much made the argument for us. Oh, and then that wasn't even a bad throw. She got low, but Luann did it again.
Well, we'll delete the footage on that one. Flex 4 at the line. 1-2. Gray scampering out of the way.
Good lateral movement to get out of there.
Wincy O, Yvonne Scher, Tara Flatt, the target.
Wow,
And
3 for 3.
Brings it in again.
Luann's determined to turn this match around. Let's see it carry.
Full court here for Flex. Woo. Gray with the ankle biter.
It's like she was saving that one.
They're ready to protect.
Up 3-0, under no pressure to accelerate play here. Valkyrie can take their time. So it really comes down to whether or not Flex can end this quickly so that they can make use of the time they have on the clock.
They put 2 right on target, making it 1v5. Excellent active blocking. London passing it to teammate. Doesn't mind being an open target.
Wow, well played.
Almost, but not quite. Now it's 1 versus 3.
Starting to see a comeback here. Big play from Luann in that set, though. 3 catches. If she can keep that rolling, it's going to make things a lot easier for Flex, but that's tough to do.
Well, and you can imagine that there will be a bit of a mental reset for Valkyrie. There's no forgetting which player has the grips like that.
Yep. And honestly, those were all pretty well-placed balls. They were low. Luann got under them, so you're going to have to adjust your placement a little bit, get maybe outside of her body, make it harder for her to get behind the ball.
Big active blocking, and this time no
There it
catch
is.
for Wygant. Burden to throw on Valkyrie. Shot clock counting down against them. Taking their time, Baird with the play call. Preemptive throw, no strike. Flex happy to hang at the back line. Again, targeted out. And it's Elder who's often kind of had the below knee shots take her out. I would encourage a ow with the greedy fingers. Gray taken out as well.
Coming up on 1 minute left in this half. Ideally, Flex would close this game with the win and then be able to try to take 1 more before the half expires.
That's what we're talking about there. From the wing, preemptive throw, taking out Dale. Now 2v3. Flex with the burden to throw. 2 per hand. There we go.
60 seconds remaining.
Final 60 seconds of the first half.
Working their way up to the front line, trying to get close, feeling out their opponent. I like that they're being cautious and not trying to rush.
London readies on defense. Does she see an opening? No, not this time. I was thinking that there'd be a lot of action right now.
I think they're setting up for it here.
They've got the burden to throw on Flex.
There it is, the rush, and a great spot. Just barely missed Brianna Landon.
Barely. 2v2, Flex, burden.
Well played.
Sure by herself, representing Gray with the 15. Final 5 seconds of this first half. As we move into no blocking. Big advantage here for Flex. No rush on their part, just to move it into no blocking. Play call coming out of here. All right, we're on. First throws on Valkyrie, and now no balls. Sure ready for a catch, and 2 perfectly placed balls.
Yeah, the patience of Tiffany there to kind of like not just let the ball rip. She waited for her teammate to get ready and put both balls on at the same time. That's the level of dodgeball we're playing here today. You can't take those unnecessary solos. I mean, you can. It's just, you know, you leave windows of opportunity open to turn games around that way.
Absolutely.
I like the poise.
They need to be either just hammered on target or, you know, balls kind of strafing away if you've got good movement. 3-2 lead. So started as a big start for Valkyrie, but patience and discipline. I love it. There's so many teams this tournament that don't mind, you know, slipping behind a few points and can crawl right back.
Yeah, and it's hard earned. I mean, it really takes poise to kind of win 1 game at a time and keep your composure. A lot of these teams are really good about, you know, applying pressure. Ooh, great throw from Gray again.
Fox is a limbed. Heicher taking that left wing. Ready's on defense.
They're definitely focusing on Luann now. Wygant's having a tough time surviving, so someone else from Flex is going to have an impact here.
Yeah, that's when you have like a particularly strong player, it could just be absolutely neutralized. Baird tries to hold on to it.
Oh.
Same with Paget.
That was the opportunity Padgett was looking for. She makes that play pretty often. Gets a big hit, turns and gets to her knees, and then makes the catch when someone tries to counter her for it. She was just behind that one.
Gray also eliminated. So that leaves 2 remaining for Flex, up against 4 for Valkyrie. Haichi getting that ball. Teammate unable to pick it up in the process for Scarando. Burden of throw will be on Valkyrie. Square up 1 ball. Mac slices and dices. Viscarando by herself. Sets and delivers a perfect strike. Even like outside of that calf, like it was just like you couldn't get better.
Nice finesse little drop on it too. That kind of precision with foam is what everyone wishes they had.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Ooh.
almost. Oh, again.
There's that no-look throw, absolutely perfectly executed on flat.
Wow. Looks like she's gotten a feel for her throw here. Oh, just nicked on the follow.
Good work by Valkyrie women. Oh, it was a hair hit.
Oh. All right, looks like we got Ashley Elder back in on the left corner. She had a big impact early. She may be able to help turn this game in their favor again. Tiffany Padgett seems to be warming up. She got a big hit in that last set, nearly got a big catch.
Burden to throw, Valkyrie play out of the middle by Mac. Throw by Flat. Wide of its target. Burden to throw over to Flex. 4 women headed to the attack zone. 2 in the middle, taking out Dale.
Yeah, making their way all the way up to the front line on that. It's, I don't know if it's lack of pressure coming from the opposite side or if Flex is really starting to, move up the court as a team.
Well, one thing I've been noticing with both teams is there's not a lot of defensive pressure. So kind of like both teams are willing to march up to the line.
Yep.
And then kind of unpressured retreat back.
I wonder if part of that has to do with the day wearing on as players get tired.
Well
I
said.
think it's kind of a mental
That's a
hurdle.
veteran. You're a player. I'm going like, what do you mean? I barely moved.
I mean, I'm even feeling I'm not even playing today. It's in the atmosphere right now.
Oh yeah, you can hear it from them. And there's a lot of games.
Yeah.
It's like go break, go. So ready, set, deliver. Padgett just getting out of the way of those balls. In a moment here, we'll give you an opportunity to vote for your VC Player of the Match. We already talked about Betty Mack. Valkyrie. Mike.
Yeah, I had them in my head already. I was just waiting to write them down. They proved themselves pretty early.
A lot of catches to win matches. Valkyrie ready, set, deliver. 2 right on Fox. Protection now, Flat and out. Rewarded with another ball. Over to share. Yvonne and Co. ready, set, and an early release means every one of the Valkyrie will now have a ball. Didn't see Padgett's ball there. I was wondering why it wasn't all 6.
Looks like she exchanged for 2 hits, though.
And that worked out really well.
Or 1 hit and a catch, so it brings the player in, so now it's tied 3-3.
Talk about a turnaround in 2 seconds.
It's the weird effect of the 1v5, right? Like, it seems almost like it's not in your favor, but if you play it in the right way, I think playing from the one side of a 1v5 can actually work to your favor. It just has to be well executed. It's kind of high risk, high reward. I think Tiffany did a good job there to try to draw attention and make sure she got the hit, and that may have helped open the opportunity for the catch that actually swung the game.
And again, just hard. And is it a bit of a sidewinder throw? I feel like it's not a proper vertical. Yeah, it's like maybe it's just a dropped arm.
Oh, from London?
Wigan.
Right.
Mac.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, she kind of puts almost a backspin on her release coming from like a low right angle.
V2.
These are basically the 2 MVPs you're voting for on the opposite side of the court right now. Mac and Gray.
2-ball block. London and Wigan
2
unable to
big
pull it
hits.
in. So now 1v2. Haichi by herself.
I've watched Haichi earlier today. She's a very poised catcher.
Oh. And that's teamwork right there. Just having it drop right onto the shoulder.
Yep. Well placed, well timed. Got one to get her attention, one to get the hit.
So get that vote in. I imagine if you're waiting for your VC Dodgeball Player of the Match, it was just to see who gets that limb on the Valkyrie end, or watching for a top performance here on the Flex end. 5-2. 4 minutes and 30-odd seconds remaining in the second half. Big rips on both sides. Paget, a hail of bullets at her.
Down to one ball. Max got it in her hand. See what she does with it. I'm always curious to see how players approach the 1v5.
And she does a great job of drawing pressure. Staying mid-court, even in the attack zone sometimes. Flat is the target of that one. She might have saved Dale, who was checking in with the refs.
Mac was trying to pressure from the corner there. Didn't really work out, but I understand the concept. It's if you can get outside of your opponent's field of view, you can keep them nervous. I think that's not a bad strategy in the 1v5. She took the kind of the late shot after the first volley and then tried to reapply in the second one. I think Flex got a little more comfortable after the first time around. We're able to put 2 balls in 1 target.
Elder proving why she's in that corner spot there. Just a hammer. Gray, Dale showing the 2-ball block. She's good. Burden the throw on Valkyrie. 2 balls apiece. Coordinated.
Man, just throwing some heat out here.
Yeah. This late in the day, too.
Yeah, that's what's impressing me. I've seen a lot of players losing their gas, but the ladies seem to be holding up.
3 minutes remaining.
Final 3 minutes in the second half. Mac readies on defense. Watch out. Yeah, it's a premature throw. Readies for the block. Haichi was ready for it, though. Big smiles. Elder, hard throw. Dale getting well out of the way. Third in the throw, Valkyrie. In and out of the pocket.
Man, I can appreciate that defensive pressure from Elder on the corner there. Doing a job of helping her teammates survive on the right, almost creating the opportunity for the catch. She got a little caught in that space based on what happened, but she nearly got the hit for the trade anyway.
And a familiar spot here for Haichi, who stays alive this time. Sends it right on target. Look out, Mac.
Ooh. Ground first, okay.
Confirmed ground.
Big first hit, though. Looking for a redemption after that last one.
1v1.
Wow. Got some tricks in her bag. She's putting them out there. I like it.
Well, and you know, speaking of energy and getting gassed, if you're in a 1v situation to play another set right back to back and then be like, oh, I'm in a 1v again against 2 players and take both of them out, that is unbelievable.
Yep. And I've seen her as a final player in a lot today. That takes a lot of energy out of you.
Dale tossing out with the ball, no action. Watch out for Elder on flex. On the left side, readies. Wagon with the throw, quickly returned by Flat. No elimination, London able to protect. Paget with the play call. Tells Elder to hammer it.
60 seconds remaining.
Final 60 seconds, 5-3 game. There is a chance for a tie. You would expect Flex to pick up the pace on defense.
Ooh, great shot from, that's Gray again. Oh, here we go. We're starting to see some votes come in. Looks like Mac is taking this one. Not to say Gray's not making a case for herself. They're both playing great. Looks like we got a tie between Wagon and Elder here. Ooh, and here we go. Pat is putting in her work.
10,
And the play call.
8, 7,
They send 2 on target, taking out Gray. And out.
They need 2 fast outs here. They got to go for it.
Baird.
Well, they can still take the game. Every game does matter. Round robin is seeded based on game win percentage. I believe that's the right term.
Plus minus.
Perhaps. I read the welcome packet. I didn't understand it.
Pump fakes. Watch out, Baird. It is Flat who gets targeted, and Elder getting slammed.
Maybe mixed up by that lefty. It's one of the things I always try to pay attention to, and it's so easy to forget. When you got a lefty thrown at you, it's coming at you at a different angle.
Totally busts your brain.
Yep. Same thing as that underhand effect.
The Valkyrie of Ottawa. They'll be victors this match.
Speaking of, nice underhand.
Staying alive is Flat.
Getting low.
Making Lynn Kirkpatrick proud. Readies, sets, windmill. Woo! And going for it.
Great
Watch
effort.
the line though.
Always love to see the follow-up on those pop-ups.
Yeah, you might as well.
Never give up. You'd be surprised what you can do.
Zip again. And woo, there's a presence of mind of the veteran just to stay with it.
She knows how to place that throw too. I imagine she's more prepared than most for that underhand to come at her.
5-4 game. Congratulations, Valkyrie. And we'll be moving on momentarily to the last match of the day. Any highlights to consider?
That was a reel of highlights. I think Luann's 3 catches in that first game was really impressive. I really enjoyed watching that match. I thought there was a lot of back and forth, even though it kind of leaned towards Valkyrie's favor. I think the teamwork between Mac and Gray and the rest of the team, to be honest, I think they set each other up very well. I describe that as like the creation of the opportunity. If you can draw pressure, you can create opportunities for your teammate, and that's where they shine, right? I think they did a great job of doing that. Flex worked their way into it. They found some opportunities. They made some great plays. I think they just kind of got behind the curve early on, and that's what ended up costing them the match. But they were in it to the end, 5-4.
Well said. So next up at the hour, or at the half hour, in 3 minutes, we're going to be seeing Mavericks take on Hard as Foam.
There's a big match.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one.
So West versus Ontario. It's going to go West versus East. It's a Canadian issue of mine. And yeah, thanks for calling this one.
Absolutely. Pleasure.